This hashtag PVT episode is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Go to drtees.com for information on how you can boost the quality in your life. Also brought to you by Top Floor Cars Classic Car Dealership, 301 South Market Street in Brenham. Buy, sell, or trade. Contact Tony or Carlos at 979-337-1006 or go to topfloorcars.com.
So you said we were about the same age, right?
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
You're about 22 and a half.
22 and a half?
Yeah. Give or take a few
times how much?
Times 22.
Times 20.
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you if you get close. This is like
you're about 10 years younger than me, or 15 years younger.
Well, you know, you got to hit a number that can't go over, like the Price is Right.
I'm not good with numbers. Okay.
Like the Price is
Right. Below. Way down below. You're below. Well, one below. There's one below, and there's two below.
How old are you?
Me? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh shit! I passed it. 61.
61, bro.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd make it to 61?
Never thought I would. We talked about that a long time ago. Remember?
Yeah.
We thought our lives was over.
Sometimes I freak out, man, when I see some old pictures of you, you know, of young pictures of you, back like when you joined David Lee.
Old pictures when I was young.
Before you joined David Lee, were you already in a band and stuff?
Oh yeah, I was singing in high school. I was doing high school stuff. I was winning awards, and solos and ensembles. You know what, Rock? I knew what I wanted to do when I was 5 years old.
Uh-huh.
I was 5 years old. We lived in the Victoria Courts.
Uh-huh.
And my parents were migrant workers, and all my uncles and stuff, they're fruteros. They would bring fruit into the market over here in San Antonio.
Sí.
Well, we lived in La Mera Entrada, right there. The Victoria Courts home.
Yeah.
And the Victoria Courts, there was La Dot and the other courts. Puro clicas, you know.
The Victoria Courts, were they like government homes, or they were...
they were projects.
Projects, yeah. You know, eran proyectos, bro. That's what they call them here. Yeah, los proyectos.
Yeah, they call them projects. I call them a piece of shit is what I call them.
Well, you know, I mean, so we all got to start somewhere.
But I'll tell you what, during the summertime, I slept on the floor. It was all cement. It was real cool.
Yeah.
It was real, I felt like a little puppy. I was like that, just laying down on my stomach.
Yeah,
those cooling everything off.
Yeah. Those buildings were made to withstand anything, bro.
Well, yeah, except bulldozers when they tore them down and they made condos out of them later.
Wow, dude.
Right across from the Alamo Dome used to be.
So you growing up, your parents are migrants in the late 60s, early 70s, or you're from what, 64, 60?
I was born in 1960.
1960?
Yeah, and then at about 5 years old, we had moved in there. I don't know what time it was, but I remember growing up there. And I had 3 older brothers and 2 older sisters, and I met my dad when I was about 4 or 5. Came back from a sanitarium, not a sanitation, sanitarium. And he had emphysema and tuberculosis, among some other things along the way. But they tell me, this is your dad, and we're all lined up there. And I remember he looked at me and said, este cabrón no es mío.
¿Por qué dijo eso?
Porque tenía ojos borrados. Tenía pelo fino.
Well, sometimes it comes from like an earlier generation.
Todos. Es como todos ponen. Yeah, I won the grand prize and me dieron la madre, but I was picked on my life most of my life. I stuttered. I stuttered.
What do you mean picked on in school?
Well, I was a stuttering fool as growing up, you know.
And so you had a speech impediment. Did you have to go to a special class?
No, you know what helped me? Singing.
Like Mel Tillis.
No, fuck Mel Tillis. He wasn't even around yet.
Well, Mel Tillis used to...
Well, he was around, he was a little older than me.
Mel Tillis used to stutter a lot, but when he sang...
what I'm trying to say is here, I could hear a song when I first heard the Beatles sing. Oh, yeah, tell you something. Mm-hmm. I think you'd understand. I'm an older voice now. But that was the song that was playing on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
I'd walk around the house singing that son of a bitch. Couldn't talk to nobody, but I could sing that song like a son of a bitch.
5 years old.
5 years old. And then my dad would tell my mom at about 10:30 at night, dile ese cabrón que se cae los hijos ya.
Were you
I learned dynamics. Oh,
yeah.
There
you go. You knew how to, you were already knowing how to work the microphone.
I was self-teaching myself.
Yeah.
So I was working. I didn't have no microphone.
Were you like ADHD?
I had a broomstick.
Did you give your parents a hard time? You were real
I was
full of energy.
I was a good kid.
See?
Yeah, because otherwise my dad would kick my ass, and my brother would kick my ass, and my sisters would too.
So are you the youngest, or your brother's
I was
older?
the youngest of the family.
Youngest of the family, Coyotito, bro.
Yeah, I was the one that wasn't supposed to make it,
And wasn't supposed to leave the house.
but I'm still here.
You were supposed to be there waiting for them.
I'm still living in the courts. Look what are you talking about?
Hey, keeping it real, bro. The struggle was real.
No. Yeah, sometimes it feels like I'm still living in the courts.
Why is that?
Because life's a bitch, but we keep on moving on.
Well, yeah, man, it's been pretty crazy, man. You've been through a crazy,
But you know what? I survived it all, brother. And
you're still
life,
here?
Life is so much better now.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I put the good Lord Jesus Christ in my life, and I have problems. I give it all to Him.
Yeah.
I give it all to Him.
Yeah, you really had some adversity, man. We'll talk about that later, but when you were in the 70s, obviously you were 10 years old in 1970.
Yeah.
So from 10, you were a 70s teenager.
I was singing Motown. I was singing everybody. I was playing with bands already. I was like a wedding singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. My voice matured at a very young age.
Yeah.
I was at before I got in the ninth grade when I was already doing You'll Never Find.
Yeah, you were already knowing how to work.
Another love like mine. I was doing Lou Rawls.
Yeah.
Then I could do When I Think About. I could do all that stuff,
Yeah.
But my voice, it was just something that God gave me, I guess. I love to sing.
And
I don't stop singing.
You're saying God gave it to you, so nobody in your family had any type of influence?
Well, my mom sang to me, and I found out later my dad was a beautiful crooner.
What kind of music did they get into? Did you
they
grow up
were
with any
into
music?
the old school.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, I used to watch Pepito. Remember the show, Pepito, Pedrito, about the little kid?
Uh-huh.
That would sing. He was lost, and he would always sing. And it was a beautiful show.
It's like when I was growing up, my mom's, she had a coffin-like stereo. My mom and dad, that you opened up like a coffin, and there's records and record player and all that. Remember the old school 70?
Yeah.
And you'd have like
That's where I would sleep in one of those.
Yeah, I would sleep in front of it with my head by the speaker listening to records.
What I used to do, James,